What topic do you want to do? Crossverse, right? You're going to be taking who again?
I will be taking Poetia from Faith Grand Order.
Okay, wait, just type that in chat because I don't know
Goet.
what you said.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see who you want to judge. Who do you want to judge? Do you have
Uh,
any proposed
Gyro
judges?
guy. I'm
Okay,
fine with it.
Gyro. All right, we can have Gyro if he agrees to judge. Goida or Goita. Okay, so it's gonna be Goita versus Najimi. I'm just gonna be defending the proposition that I'm just gonna be defending the proposition that Goita does not win. He's going to be defending the proposition that Goita wins. Since Gyro is not here, can we agree on Pathos as judge?
Um, I would prefer to just wreck the entire debate and send it to Gyro.
I don't do post recs. That's just something I don't do. So can we agree to How about this? Can we agree to Pathos as a median judge? And if Gyro gives a different judgment, we go after that post rec. But I just wanted a median judgment. That's the conditions to debating me.
Sure.
Okay, so Pathos is the immediate agreed upon judge. Gyro will be the recording judge. So to be clear, yeah, the topic's gonna be cross-verse. I'm gonna be it's gonna be Najimi versus Goita.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so
Okay. Just to be clear, what do you take? Okay, yeah. Anyways, just to be clear, what do you take winning to be?
I'm gonna argue outscaling. That's winning. I'm more propositionally justified in believing that Goetia outscales Ajimu.
Okay, if you're saying you're propositionally justified, then can you motivate that claim? And furthermore, I'm gonna ask you to motivate the theory of justification that grants this conclusion being true.
You mean the theory of justification?
So just to be clear, I'm gonna repeat myself one more time for the recording and the judge.
It's just
But
that
I'm asking, relax, bro. Now listen, I don't want to have to get loud at 8:30 in the morning. So just relax. Now, what I said right is that when you say you are propositionally justified, I want you to internally justify that, meaning give some motivation or reasons to believe that you are propositionally justified relative to the scheme you're using. And externally, I want you to justify the model of justification that you're operating under when you talk about being justified in these certain in these certain types of talks. So you have two burdens, and I need you to answer both.
Sure. I'm gonna say I will adhere to foundationalism here. Some foundation.
Okay, what
Foundationalist.
foundationalism?
There are some certain beliefs. There are some certain beliefs that are taken to be knowledge that and have a positive epistemic status. So an infinite epistemic regress doesn't have it. It's basically the antithesis of epistemic infinitism. Blah blah blah. Something like that. Anyway,
Okay, so what are the reasons to adopt foundationalism? Can you motivate that? Because that's the second parter. And you also need to motivate again. I don't even think you attacked the I don't even think you attacked the attack relation I was positing there. What I said is that we're going to be putting into question if okay, hold on, give me a second.
Okay, so attack relation. Are you operating under the abstract view?
So since you want to cut me off, we're going to have to do this, right? So what I said is that I want you to motivate why it's going to be the case that it's internally justified, meaning that you're going to be propositionally justified, granted the theses that you're defending here. And I also want you to externally motivate why it's going to be the case that we are going to fold to this type of model of justification. You didn't answer either burden. You said that when we talk about foundationalism, it's going to be the case that certain beliefs are going to be taken to be knowledge. I want you to motivate that. And I want you to motivate that this is something we're going to be taking to knowledge, because obviously you're going to make a distinction between things that we take to be knowledge and things that we don't take to be knowledge, which is why there is going to be a certainty claim there. There's going to be a certainty distinction there. So I want you to motivate that. So instead of talking over me and interrupting me every chance you get, I want you to actually listen and agree and attack the substance that I'm positing here. I've posited two attack relations here, and you're failing to answer either. So how about you stop being a dipshit retard wasting my time and you actually engage with the substance? Go ahead.
Okay. joining with an alt account and all loud miking, whatever. So
Yeah, attack the substance, retard. I'm drowning you out because you keep over talking me, and I told you earlier not to.
Okay, so something to be taken as knowledge. It has to be true, and the rational agent has to have reasons for it to for believing it to be true, and he has belief in it, etc., etc. That's the three criteria for something to be taken as knowledge.
Okay, so you define knowledge as what you say. Okay, you said anyways. You define knowledge as it has to be true, and the rational agent has to have reasons for it, believing it's true, and actually believe it's true. Why should we adopt this theory of knowledge or this parameter within knowledge? When you talk about these types of things, I'm just going to run some conceptual engineering, where it's going to be the case that we don't actually adopt these type of frameworks. So I need you to motivate that. I need you to motivate the motivation for the motivation. Go ahead.
Because it's more apt for reality.
Yeah, why should we adopt that being something that we take to be the case? When you say it's more adept with reality, one, I want a semantic detail there, and two, I want you to motivate that given engineering of knowledge. You saying that, oh well, this is what is going to be the case. Granted the theses, I grant that if the theses is true, then that is going to be something applicable. But insofar as the conversation, we're not going to be taking that for which is going to be applicable. So I need you to motivate those types of concepts when you employ them.
What do you want? I gave you the reason for which we should take this account of.
Bro, you're not tracking. I didn't ask you for the reasons to believe in this type of thing, because the reasons are going to be something for which I'm not taking to be applicable here. Granted, they have no motivational status. What I said is externally, why should we adopt this methodology of determining if we adopt the concept, you retard fuck? You aren't tracking. So I think if you say anything of relevance there, then it's just going to be the case that you haven't motivated the conclusion that your character wins. And if you haven't motivated the conclusion that your character wins, it's going to be the case that your character does not win, which fulfills my premise that I'm defending within the debate. And if that's going to be the case, you're going to trivially follow that I've won the fucking debate. Because again, I'll just clarify for the judge and recording, I'm defending the proposition that one, is it going to be the case that we have, yeah, okay, listen, retard, I'm just going to take it to be the case. Yeah, you can almost server mute him because he's not even over talking me. He's low as shit and he can drown. So you can unmute him so he can get drowned on recording because he's a retard fuck. Now listen, what I said right is that I'm going to be taking it to be the case. You know what, hold on. Actually, hold on, let me do this real quick. Give me a second, retard fuck, because I'm going to show you something. This is why I told you and I warned you to not try to be bad faith against me when you debate, because I'm going to blow you the fuck out on the rhetoric, on the substance, and on everything that's applicable, you retard fuck. Hold on. Yeah, so retard bitch. Yeah, so retard bitch named Tohno, who's a fucking retard. You are a dumbass nigga. Now, I will tell you one more time. Yo, right? Yo, unmute me. Okay, so listen, you retard fuck name. When we talk about these types of things that are going to be implemented to the dialogue, you dumb shit retard, I'm asking you, why should we adopt those types of concepts? You're begging the fucking question, retard fuck, because obviously you're going to want to say that these types of things are going to be applicable. Granted, they fulfill some acceptability conditions within the conceptual engineering that I'm running here, but that's what's in question. So unless you want to stop begging the question and getting blown the fuck out and drowned in the VC, I'm going to need you to engage with the substance. You have a shitty ass Indian $5 headset that you're trying to loud mic me on with bootleg APO sets. Pipe that shit down, nigga. You smell like a retarded faggot. I need you to stop. You look like a shrilled up, defibrillated worm, you retard fuck. Shut the hell up, nigga. You are getting drowned out right now. No one can understand you, bitch. This is why you smell like a mustard bagel, ugly retard. Shut the fuck up. No one can hear you. You're getting drowned the fuck out. Yes, pipe down, retard fuck. Pipe down. This is why you're getting drowned out, retard, because you don't know how to debate. You got low diff in 2 minutes. You are begging to
you haven't posted a single
Okay, Tohno,
you haven't
can
posted a single evidence or scan in favor of your character winning. Like, that's just burden
Wait,
of
is that
proof, bro.
that's all you want to say, Tohno?
Yeah. He's just loud. He knows that he can scale or
Yeah, so I don't know why I'm being moderated. I didn't agree to any moderation, but that's fine. I'll sit on that. That's cool because I'm still winning the debate. Just to be clear, I am defending the proposition that your character does not win. If I'm defending the proposition that your character does not win and you don't motivate that your character wins, then by contradiction, dumb fuck is going to be the case that your character. Okay, I don't know why you're trying to Why do you try to do this? You try to overtalk me, and then when I get fucking loud, you're a retard. Like when you try to overtalk me, and then when you get overtalked, you start trying to get a moderation. You dumb fuck retard. So just to be clear, I want my other account unmuted because you're a fucking retard bitch. You dumb retard. Now listen, dumb fuck. When you talk about reasons to adopt a view, I'm going to need reasons for why it's going to be the case or motivation relative to some apparatus that we're going to be adopting these concepts. You dumb fuck retard Indian low tier. When we talk about these types of things, right, it's just going to be referential to the set of all things that are going to be fulfilling some acceptability conditions. But you don't know what that is, and you're getting blown the fuck out. So just to be substantive, right, what I said is that I'm defending the proposition that your character does not win. If it's going to be the case that there's no motivation for your character not winning, then it's going to we're going to take that type of claim and we're going to refer it to the given proposition. We're going to cross-examine it, and it's going to be the case that my propositions fulfill meaning that you're a dumb fuck, and it means that you lost the debate. So if you don't have anything to justify or motivate your stance, then my stance is just self-motivating insofar as the argumentation scheme is going to implement those types of talks. And if they implement those types of talks, it is going to trivially be the case that I'm going to be the one who wins the debate. Now, we can have Pathos judge. I'm going to push for a conclusion and allow Mike over you because you're a retard. Yo, we can conclude. I'm going to the fuck out. You're low as shit, nigga. You cannot fuck with me on the sets, nigga. You are a dumbass Indian scammer, you retard fuck.
Wait. Let him respond just real quick, bro. Alright, you got the stage, bro. You got your stage, bro.
Let me explain how fictional debate works. I post scans in favor of my character. You do the same too. We scale or we are. Hold on a sec.
Okay.
We argue win cons or our scaling in favor of our characters and blah blah blah. And this is how we determine who wins in a fictional debate. So if you don't want a good faith discussion, that's okay. You probably adhere to loud miking because you are a large philosophy. You resort to extraordinary jargon because the dog shit. You at least let me posit the things I wanted to argue. Okay, so just to be clear, I was going to argue that my character outscales his character in virtue of my character being aspatial and atemporal, meaning they're not bounded by any extensions of space, or neither do they persist through time. So according to a Meinongian view, an aspatial and atemporal entity would subsist, I guess, and an aspatial and atemporal location can be defined or identified using a Cartesian coordinate system, blah blah blah. That's what I was going to argue. But this retard named Hero2nerd started loud miking and using.
All right, I'm gonna unmute him, and then he can respond.
So Hero.
Yo, retard fuck, you don't get to play the rhetoric when you're begging and crying on your fucking knees with your handicapped arms and your retarded ashy elbows for moderation. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You are an Indian scammer who got scammed out of a fucking Discord relationship by Angel.kg because you're a fucking retard. That's why you got cooked on Discord.com. You retarded faggot. Now shut the fuck up. Now, what you said, right, was purely retarded. You said it's going to be the case that your character outscales. I don't even grant that scaling is a type of thing which exists. You need to motivate that concept, retard fuck. I don't grant that those type of things exist. Just to be clear, I don't care what you think I'm defending. I already gave the judge what I'm defending, and the judge that's going to listen to the recording also knows what I'm defending. I'm defending the proposition that your character does not win. Your character cannot win if the acceptability conditions granted the argumentation that I'm implementing here are not. Like, you see how he tries to overtalk me me. You're low as shit. You cannot overtalk me, bitch. This is why you have to scream for moderation, you retard dumb faggot. This is the reason why you got cooked on Discord, because you're a fucking loser. Your parents beat you, bitch. Now, just to be clear, this beating had a long time coming. I was planning to beat the fuck out of you for a long time, and now it's finally here. I'm applying belt, and I'm gonna have this debate going for as long as I wanted to, because I'm just gonna belt you over and over and over for hours and hours and hours, just to show you the fucking levels, because you're a retard piece of shit. Now, just to be clear, I'm defending the proposition that your character does not win. I can do that by taking a character. That doesn't mean I have to defend the character scaling, you retard fuck. This is why you got trapped and pyramid trapped by Mono, because you're fucking retarded low tier. Just to be clear, you said your character outscales via being a tempo and a special. One, I don't grant that scaling exists. You need to prove that type of concept. Two, I don't grant that even if you prove that type of concept, it's applicable to the character. And three, I don't even grant that if your character is going to take this semantic detail, that we're going to grant it as being something which is going to be, we can say aforementioned, for which is going to be referential to some set of things that are going to entail your character, which fulfills the acceptability conditions. You're going to need to motivate all of that. And once you motivate all that, then retard, I'm now going to ask, can you motivate why we should adopt, or why we should even grant that your acceptability conditions regarding motivation are going to be something which we're going to be taking to even be able to be fulfilled here. I don't grant that type of concept either. So if that's going to be the case, I don't even grant that you're going to have some argumentative grounds for which is going to be the case that we are going to implement these types of structures within the debate. And if that's going to be the case, then I don't even take it to be that you can prove any burden. So I'm going to ask you to justify why you can prove burdens to begin with. And I'm going to ask you why, when you talk about burdens, it's going to be something that's posing some sort of attack relation to the types of things that I'm talking about. And if that's going to be the case, then it's just going to be the case that you're a retard dumb fuck who can't answer questions. And then you need to motivate all of those types of talks that you're implementing. I don't grant all of that. I don't grant any of that. So if that's going to be the case, then it's just going to trivially follow. And I'm not granting any of these types of talks. Yeah, I can. What I can do is get you to tap dance.
Wait.
So you said you wanted evidence. You wanted evidence and some acceptability conditions in favor of my character outscaling yours. So first of all, be a good guy and let me posit scans for my character, I guess. So wait.
Hey, Tohno, do you wanna conclude?
No. Wait 2 minutes till I get the scans. Okay, keep him muted. He has a really good fetish for loud miking, I guess. Wait.
Okay, wait, Tohno. Look, I know it's not really my job to help you in the debate, but you know, there's been some burdens here I've written down. And
Yeah, sure. According to Russell's teapot analogy, who made an affirmative claim, it is his burden to, prove that. That's what Russell's teapot analogy says. And here he is in the negation of my character winning. So I guess it's my burden to prove that my character wins.
Yeah, look, hey, Tohno.
So let me post the scans in the side chat at least.
No, wait, no. Look,
Yeah.
dude, we're not gonna go to the scans. I'm just gonna force a conclusion here because this conversation is not being furthered in any meaningful way. From what I have written down, there is some burdens that were placed on your review here that seem to have just
let me at least fulfill the burdens. Let me at least.
Wait. No, like
So
I'm pushing the conclusion, dude. Like you guys, like I'm gonna make you guys conclude. There's no furthering of this discussion. There's no further substance
wait, passes. You said like you said, I have burdens, so let me fulfill my burdens at least.
Okay, do you know what your burdens are?
Yeah, to prove my character wins. Yeah.
All right, bro. Yeah. Okay. I think we can just look. I'm just because I believe that there's no more. This conversation is going to be furthered anymore. There's no amount of substance that you seem to be pushing out in regards to the attack relations and the questions he's put out. And so his burn invocations, like you providing a scan, wouldn't necessarily respond to any of the burdens he's placed on you here. So I'm just gonna force conclusions. If you want, you can start by giving your closing, bro.
Sure. Yeah, we can even give the rec to Gyro, I guess.
Yeah. Gyro's gonna be the post rec.
Yeah, sure.
All right, yeah. You want to give your closing first? or do you want to give it after?
Yeah, I don't care about her Discord debate. I mean, he
Okay.
can just loud mic. Pretty sure he will get clowned in an academic debate, in Oxford
Wait, hold on. Let me get on my main. Hold on, unmute my main.
because pretty sure he will get clowned in places like Oxford Union or let's say Jubilee, because the loud mic shenanigans don't work there.
And loud mic shenanigans, yes, the loud mic shenanigans don't work when you're trying to overtalk me multiple times, retard fucking. I told you previously not to overtalk me or I'm gonna get loud and I didn't want to have to do that. But unfortunately, you have a tick for, disrespecting people or not listening, which is kind of why when Angel told you to stop harassing her, you didn't listen, right? But anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna conclude now. So just for conclusions, he was affirming that his character wins. I would just affirm his character doesn't win. By win here, he just means outscale. So I asked him, why is it going to be the case that scaling even exists? Because his character can't outscale if scaling doesn't exist. He made no actual
How can scaling doesn't exist? How
Yo,
can scaling
okay,
Wait,
look,
it's closing. It's closing.
Yo, how can
I could hop back on the law, Mike.
No, chill. You got it, bro. You got it, bro.
Yeah,
You
but
got
anyways,
it.
so he literally, so he said, right, that it's going to be the case that his character is aspatial, atemporal. That's an assumption. One, that these are scaling metrics or these type of things. I put that into question. And two, I even said that when it comes to having some sort of we could just say semantic token of what it means to refer to scaling, I would assume that his character even fits those parameters. Because I could just be I could just really say that he hasn't motivated the types of talks he implements when he says he's justified. Because at the start he tried to say that he's propositionally justified. I told him to motivate that he's propositionally justified, and that when he talks about justification, we're going to be adopting that type of model, or we're going to be saying that there's some reasons to adopt that given model. He didn't give any evidence for that as well, or motivate that or any type of way. I also asked why when he talks about motivation, it's going to be something that fulfills the burden. He didn't give any answer to that as well. I also asked him why is it going to be the case that he didn't auto concede via monologics. He didn't give any relevant objection to that either. But troll aside, he didn't answer any relevant burden. He tried to say that I would need to scale my character, but I literally told him I was just taking a character in passing to justify the given proposition, which that his character does not win. I could take any character, seemingly so, and I could just argue the same way, and it would seem to be the case that his character did not win, which means I don't need to take a character. I could just defend the proposition his character does not win and just defeat the scaling insofar as I'm comparing him to another character, which I did. And even if it's the case that we're going to be saying that his character or my character does not have any scaling, he still never proved his character won. So if he can't prove that his character won against someone with no scaling, it's going to truly be the case that a character with scaling is going to beat his character. So in conclusion, I don't think he answered anything relevantly speaking. He can conclude now.
All right.
Let me talk. Okay, so first of all, he said scaling doesn't exist, but when we compare two fictional characters or two fictional framers, we need to, and when we specifically talk about which character beats another, scaling is a method for like comparing them. And when we talk about, I was arguing for aspatiality and atemporality. Since if his character was like spatio-temporal, then his character wouldn't be able to have any causal relationships with my character, since abstractum and concretum are mutually exclusive and jointly exhaustive, etc. etc. And about, I mean, when we talk about for the he was in the negation of my character winning. I guess according to Russell's teapot analogy, it was my burden to, prove the claim that my character wins. But like I said, yeah, I didn't get to pause any scans or reasoning for my character winning in the first place. So if he wants to conclude without, I mean, me positing any reasons for my character winning, I guess I'm fine. It's whatever. I like I said, I at least needed some scope for posting my reasons for my in favor of my character winning at least. And I mean, if he doesn't, that's all I had to talk about. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Pathos was judgment.
Yeah.
I guess
Obviously
I guess
from-
we can get direct to
Oh,
Gyro
hold on.
also. Yeah.
Yeah. Gyro's obviously going to give his conclusion once he does his post-rec analysis. But for the current judgment, yeah, look, I personally think that Hero won this debate. So I'll give you some reasons why. We'll first of all discuss with what was first mentioned. Hero demanded for what you believed winning meant, and then you simply took winning as a character outscaling another character. And then you then mentioned
Winning can be
wait,
out
one sec.
hexing or win
Wait.
cons too, but that depends on
Whoa,
what the person.
one sec. Hold on, chill. Okay. We can have a discussion about this like after and whether like you answered correctly or whether win conditions are or whatever the determinants are. But it seems that when you first invoke that you're internally propositionally justified, or sorry, you were propositionally justified there, then Hero demanded why it's the case you're internally justified propositionally. You then made an appeal to foundationalism. I think that was after the discussion on what he thinks, or he asked you what you think your theory of justification is, and higher order justification. I think that point was promptly dismissed by you. You didn't necessarily address that point or particularly make any overscrupulous attempts to deny that attempt. And then there was the foundationalist response. You said, well, it just here I have it written down what you said about foundationalism. So you simply just responded that knowledge is taken as something that is true, and that an agent must have reasons to believe in that, and that the agent must believe in that thing. He then demanded for motivation for this. Promptly, that was dismissed. And then you began discussing.
I didn't dismiss that. I said it's more app. It's more
Oh
reality app.
yeah,
It has
sorry,
more
my bad.
theoretical
Yeah,
virtues.
sorry, that's a misspeak for me. You did mention that it was more reality apt, or it would better explain reality in this sense, if that's what you meant. Then yeah, that also was questioned by Hero. He demanded motivation for that as well. That was
Like higher explanatory power is a
wait.
theoretical virtue, of course.
Yeah, I know, but that's what Hero put into question, right? When he was invoking all these burdens. And then we started discussing about like how you think that functional or fictional debates work. That also wasn't promptly motivated. Maybe if like earlier in the discussion you provided like a theory of argumentation, maybe you were like to say that, well, how I see fictional debates are they must work on XYZ, such and such and such. And that wasn't really done. So I mean, these burdens are effectively concerning burdens for your view. And yeah, he also did give his theory of argumentation, which you never really put up any disagreement to, or you didn't have any qualms with. So yeah, that's my verdict, and those are some of the reasons as to why I arrived at my judgment. Where you can, dismiss my judgment if you want, because there's always gyros. But I still think that the burdens here weren't responded to adequately.
Yeah. Where's the power about? I mean,
Yeah, it's right there.
wait. Where's the wait? Wait a sec.